Hi everyone, welcome to BohoMystic. My name is Mary Nelly and we're doing a 3-day forecast for you all. So I already pre-pulled your oracles. I haven't done your tarot yet. Let's see what's going on. So I've been feeling really, I think, dreamy, a little bit languid, like I don't know if it's treading water, if that's the feeling. Maybe that is the feeling. Like I've been in kind of slow motion these past couple days. And I wonder if you guys have been feeling that way. If you have, I would love to hear about it. Yeah, so let's see what these next 3 days have in store for us, guys. I hope that we're all doing the best that we can right now. So if you like this video, I would really appreciate if you like, subscribe. Let's build this family. It really does help the channel, so I would really appreciate that. Let's see. Spirit, what do we need to know for the next 3 days? Okay. Clear, concise messages, please. The next 3 days for the collective. Anything else? Okay. Let's see these. All right. Okay, we'll take them. Let's see what we have, guys. We have Rebel with Revolutionary. I had the Cave Fallout pre-shuffle with, I believe, Receptivity. And I also had Receptivity in the other deck Fallout too. And now we're looking at Rebel with Revolutionary. Okay. We have Loss and Lack with Fear and Victimization. Number 34. Wisdom, Learning, Joy, Art, and Music. Sacred Gratitude, Reverent Appreciation, Prayer. At the bottom of the deck over here, we have Desert with Solitude. And we have Touching Earth, Planting Something New at the bottom of this deck. And the Eight of Cups in the tarot. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Empress. So the Four of Cups is under Rebel, Revolutionary. The Empress is under Loss, Lack, Fear, and Victimization. We have the Fool under Wisdom. We have the Knight of Pentacles under Sacred Gratitude. We have the Two of Wands with the Four of Cups and Revolutionary. We have Temperance under Loss and Lack and the Empress. We have the Hanged Man under the Fool and Wisdom. And then we have 2 cards in reverse. And they are the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Let's see. I feel like they go together with the Knight of Pentacles and Sacred Gratitude. You give me a second, I'm going to see what we have here. I think the story's told so well. So my beautiful collective, I think that these next 3 days, first and foremost, is completely being influenced by the new moon in Cancer and all the transits that are happening right now. Depending also, I also think you should look at where Uranus is in your chart. That was the first thing that came to me with the Rebel and Revolutionary. I feel like we are, and I say we because I also identify with this reading. I see us coming out of the desert, out of an arid, out of a drought. And I think it goes back even to what I was picking up on my previous readings regarding this new moon. So it's like seeing your landscape barren, waiting for that rain to fall and nurture and give sustenance to your crops, to your potential harvest, to those seeds that you've planted. And I think that there's, like here with the Revolutionary and the 4 of Cups and the 2 of Wands, I feel like we've all been kind of in stasis. I also want to refer to the Hangman and the 9 of Cups in reverse, right? It's like an oasis. If you look at this card, there's an oasis, there's a water source in a desert. And it's like you started out in the desert, in this barren landscape with no water, no irrigation, no life-giving energy. And I feel that by the end of these 3 days, you are going to get that rainfall. You're going to come upon a source of solace, of sustenance for yourself, emotionally, potentially financially for some of you guys. I know that in your mid-month readings, there were several signs that have those potentialities for the end of this month. We're in June 2025, as I said before. I do think this is a very contemporaneous reading. I see us going from a loss, a lack, to a sacred gratitude. So much so that this Empress is no longer in lack. Right? She had the wisdom to know it will come. It's like everybody has been swimming in this unknown, potential fear that what you've worked so hard for is not coming to fruition. And I want to tell you it is. You need to hold on and know that from the Hangman, you are going to come down from that tree. You have learned, you have something will click. You will receive information. You will have seen in your Hangman experience, you haven't been necessarily living in a drought, but you've just been living in a different landscape. Seeing it with different eyes. Seeing the desert as mysterious, as a holding pattern with different microclimates. It's not just all one thing. And it's just been holding you in place, ready to show you its gifts, which is that 9 of Cups, which is that oasis. An oasis will be revealed to you in these next 3 days. How does that apply to your real world? It's like getting communication that you've been waiting for. It's clearing confusion around a situation. Finally having a one-to-one conversation with someone and clearing the air or expressing your emotions. I think Temperance is here also under Wisdom as a cautionary tale of, hey, we can all right now be swimming in this emotional soup that we may find ourselves not in control necessarily of our feelings. So practice restraint when you have to. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse here. The Queen of Swords in reverse can be tactless, her words can cut deep. She may lash out. She may, if you find yourself being the Queen of Swords in reverse, you may find everyone else irrational, illogical when you're like, you don't want to swim in that soup and you're like, why is everybody, drinking that soup? Why is everyone so emotional when I'm not? And that may be frustrating to you. Different signs, different people are affected by the astrology and the transits differently. And I think this is again, I'm not an astrologist. I extrapolate from what I know and what I see and what I read and what I hear myself from people that I trust. But we are in like once in a lifetime transits right now. And there's so much happening. And I think that for some that are more analytical, more air based signs, you may find it difficult to interact with people right now because you find them too emotional, or you find them unfocused. But I have to say, you can temper that. You can temper that if you find yourself as the Queen of Swords in reverse. Just know this Knight of Pentacles, if we are the Knight of Pentacles, if you're the Knight of Pentacles, we have an elephant here. I mean, wise, of course. But you have not stopped. And if you have stopped, it's to drink some water right now. Maybe you're drinking some water right now. Or you feel like you need to let this energy just be. I can see it in my mind's eye, and it's very difficult for me, sorry, touching the microphone, for me to express. When I feel overwhelmed by the energies around me, surrounding me, coming at me, what I do is I find that place within myself and let myself disintegrate into energy also, and just let the energy go over me. I don't become it. I don't fight it. It's like a wave. And it's just letting the wave wash over you. Yeah, you may be rocked. You may be maybe lose your footing a bit, but know that you're going to be okay and you'll be able to come together again. That's what I do, and I hope that makes sense to some of you. I think this holding pattern that we have found ourselves in is going to move. Yeah. And I just want to say too, in a more philosophical, spiritual sense, the desert, even though it says solitude, the desert was solitude and touching the earth with planting something new and sacred gratitude. It's like, take a moment to honor where you are now and how you're feeling now. Honor the earth. Honor the grounding nature of the earth. It's different ecosystems. Now, translating that into, in a metaphor, it's like we are all experiencing different ecosystems, and we need to honor each and every one of them. The desert is absolutely beautiful. I personally am in awe of the desert. I never thought I would love the desert as I do. And there are times when I yearn to be in a desert environment. But if I only saw it through the lens of it being barren, I would miss the magic of what it actually is and offers. So it's like finding gratitude where you are now, not just wishing and willing for it to go away. That's very hard to do when you're not necessarily feeling yourself, not feeling grounded as you normally would, maybe in your suit. And I think that's what's happening to us. But as I said in another reading, we need to flow right now. We need to allow the flow to happen and to happen to us. But keep a mind's eye on negative feelings potentially towards your situation right now. Don't put frustration and anger and the word hatred comes up, and I don't like using that word, but I'm going to use it because it keeps hitting at me. Don't lean into those feelings. It's very easy to do, especially with the climate that we are living in today in the world. Because I don't want us to feed into that word, into those emotions, into those feelings. It's like we are where we are right now, but know that we are getting that rainfall. We are getting that shower of glory. And we are going to have a parting of the skies. And truth and light and sustenance come down. The Empress will no longer be in lack. You will find out what you need to find out to move forward. You will get closure. I feel like you're going to get closure on several pending things in your life within the next few days, allowing you to move forward, starting something in the next 3 days. You're going to be coming out of this haze into the light, like with a new direction in mind, with the 8 of Cups. You're going to get so many cups that you're going to reach the 8 of Cups by these next 3 days. By the end of these 3 days, you're going to actually see progress in the next 3 days. I feel that deeply. Again, it can be it can be so many things for so many people. It could be on communication that you've been holding out for. It could be having that conversation with someone and clearing the air. It can be finally feeling with it enough to finalize contracts. It can be getting news regarding a job, an interview, and it simply could just be where you no longer feel languid and dragging and waiting, like hoping hoping against hope for your cup to be filled. And all of a sudden you just wake up feeling with the hangman, feeling like you grasped a new understanding about your situation, or achieving with that hangman a new emotional stability that you haven't had in the past. I want to say week to 2 weeks. And the fact that I brought up Taurus and Uranus leaving its sign and all this earth element, some of you may be physically healing. This could be health-wise. Like not feeling well and then feeling better in the next 3 days. I do know, and I just want to reiterate what I said about this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't stop. Slow and steady. If he does stop, it's because it's just to get sustenance and to get his bearings straight. But I feel like he is our steady. He is our steadfast gumption that we have within ourselves. So hold on to this archetype. Hold on to what he resembles. Because he's the one that you can count on to achieve his dreams. He's the one that makes things happen here in the physical. He makes sure things are done correctly and not willy-nilly. So if it's taking a little longer to finalize some things, to do something, maybe it's because it's not perfect yet with the Knight of Pentacles. And he's making sure that it is. Dotting all those I's, crossing all those T's. Have faith in that. You know, this brings me back to Lord Ganesha, and I just did a little video on him and said something around that sometimes blockages are left so that you can be unblocked to the greater message, the overall arching message. I think that's what's happening with this Knight of Pentacles. That's what I feel with this Knight of Pentacles. In closing, just keep an eye on this Queen of Swords reversed. You know, you don't want something, an inadvertent comment or a frustration to keep blocking the Nine of Cups. or to make you feel sad. So I feel like this Nine of Cups reverse is just, it's feeling disappointed in yourself. That's what I'm getting here. But you can do this. The next 3 days, I think that the next 3 days are pretty intense. I have to say, they are. I feel they're intense. I'm going to clarify this. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups reverse, please. The Devil. Yes. Yes. And remember, this is under sacred gratitude. This is under the Knight of Pentacles. You know, I feel like this is the frustration that you're feeling or have been feeling up to now. And in these next 3 days, it's like you're almost at the finish line. You're almost coming up above water, like for that breath. The sun is about to break and you're going to start getting sunlight. And it's like, just don't let those frustrations come with you. You know, like, temper that. Because I feel like you can put your foot in it with the Devil card. And you're almost there. We have Eight of Cups at the bottom, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Holy moly. Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. I mean, you are moving forward. It's coming. You will master these emotions if you just take it step by step with the Knight of Pentacles, right? Keep an eye on this Queen of Swords reversed, this Nine of Cups reversed, and you're getting control over what's going on. You are also allowing others to regain their footing in all this energy. As the Queen of Cups, you are handling your emotions, but you're also gracious in having others handle their emotions, right? It's like you are allowing and showing an example of what it's like to be in charge and in control of your emotions, but you're very empathic, very loving and patient with those that you're dealing with also, so that they can also reach your steadiness, right? And you're moving. I mean, this Six of Swords is an achievement. You're moving forward in the suits. You know, you are gaining clarity. This Queen of Swords reverse is gaining clarity. So I know that you can do it. It's happening. And you'll be able to move forward with those Eight of Cups. You will be able to move forward to reap those benefits of all the work that you've put in, right? Of that harvest that you thought was done and not fruitful, or would not be fruitful. It is. It's just waiting. It's just waiting for a little rain. Everybody's in a holding pattern, and we can get through it. Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups. Yeah. All right. All right, people. The next 3 days is interesting. It's going to be intense, and I think that you got this. I think it's a lot of, we are balancing our emotions, I think, right now, have been for the past couple days, and need to for the next 3 days. Hold on. Find that Zen within and just allow for this energy wave to go over you and past you. And then everything is going to start resetting itself, and you will be able to see clearly, feel clearly, and allow what's coming into you. It's like the new moon brings in new beginnings. It brings in gifts. But I believe like this gift and this new beginning that this new moon is bringing in is coming in on a big wave. It's not just knocking your door and, just being given to you. You will, and it's not that you have to work for it. It's just that you have to allow and receive it as it comes. And I think it's going to be uncomfortable and has been uncomfortable. But the benefits greatly outweigh the discomfort. I know that to be true. So please know that to be true. To my Knight of Pentacles out there, keep going. Keep going. You're doing what you need to do. All right, guys, that's what I see for the next 3 days. I hope that each and every one of you stays balanced and in harmony with your true self, stays loving and strong in the face of adversity, and that you reap everything that you've worked so hard for. Bye.